They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To the air, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Alert, alert, alert.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup.
That really picked up 3 yards of carry. You and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Allen gonna throw. Forced out to him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The kick by Elliott is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Throwing on first down. Landry.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. The Bucs at 7-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On play action, Allen. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Allen. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Rolling to his left. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Landry. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chargers have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
On 1st and 10, Landry. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Landry. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. They'll look to throw again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Julian Love picks it.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's 3rd down.
Defensively, he's been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen now on the sneak, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running right is Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Landry. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Steps away. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Off the play fake. Landry. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one at this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case,
he rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And the
Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Landry. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Landry. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you, the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to run now. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bucs have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Blankenship out to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And his defense able to plug him up there as we're getting yard to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Landry. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Landry. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving.
Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Here's a give up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Good show of hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Landry. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throw here's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Hey!